All right, welcome to
Yep.
Menu Heroes Digest,
I'm
the
gonna-
only show we do on this channel now, apparently.
I am gonna figure out how this camera works right now. But yes, I know we have, talking about other ideas for certain Let's Plays or certain little small segments, but there's gonna be an extra review coming after this one because a certain showcase has come up that has something that is very near and dear to my heart, and
Another Jordan's Corner is coming.
yes, and should we go ahead and
It's a play on your name. That's why Corner uses a K instead of a C.
Oh yes. Well, it's kind of a reference to another fighting game franchise, but it's semantics.
Semantics.
Let me go ahead and say this right now. We're sorry we didn't talk about the Final Fantasy 16 showcase. I think it was something we were about to set up as a separate video, but things happened.
Things always happen.
And it's like I am interested in it, but like something about the last few Final Fantasy games have not completely won me over.
Yeah.
I mean 14 I think has gone a lot better, but I don't know, like the love for 15 has kind of died down, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So hopefully 16 can come up and be like, oh man, this is Return to Form. This is Final Fantasy back at it again. I'm hopeful, but
Back at it again. So let's go ahead and just get started. We've got a couple stories for you today.
yes.
So there have been new Sonic Lego sets announced.
Yes.
We've got specifically for Sonic Speed Sphere Challenge, which is going to be $35. Tails Workshop and Tornado Plane, $39.99.
Nice.
Amy's Animal Rescue Island, $49.99.
Oh, nice.
And Sonic's Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge, $99.99.
And can I say this right now? I'm so happy these
Power on.
minifigs
I'll
actually
carry in.
look like minifigs. I'm not throwing any shade on the Mario Lego set, but like
I get you.
why they chose to have the entire set like that way and not offer any sort of minifig for any of the Mario characters, it always confuses me. You could even say like the minifigs are the mini versions of Mario and Luigi and all them when they get hit or something.
Yeah.
And the big ones are how their regular size are. You could do that. We can buy that. It's not that hard to figure out, but
I think they did it because of all the electronics they jammed into it.
yeah, but and that's fine and all. I'm not hating on it, but I always ask why though. Just give us a minifig. We'll be happy with a minifig of Mario and Luigi, and Yoshi too. Man, wouldn't that be so? Again, there was such a potential for having like little minifig riding on a freaking Lego Yoshi in it.
So here is the trailer
I'm sorry,
for
I'll
the
shut
Sonic
now.
Legos.
We'll go to Lego Sonic.
Introducing the new Lego Sonic collaboration featuring the iconic blue hedgehog, Sonic.
Oh, hey, make sure to mention how amazing my sets are.
Please don't interrupt me.
My bad.
C is Sonic.
DJs
Yes, and
eats chili dogs.
yep, and uses the speed sphere to go really fast.
Hi.
What?
I think you need to emphasize how fast I am.
I said you went really fast.
Yeah, but I go really, really fast.
Want me to say really, really fast?
Actually, say really, really, really fast.
C is the speed sphere goes really, really, really.
Ooh, could you add awesome before speed sphere?
Any other requests?
No, you're doing great.
C is the awesome speed sphere goes really, really, really fast.
I like how they've done that.
Okay. I was wondering how it was gonna look, but
Visit Sonic's
hold
fast
on.
friend Tails in his workshop with his iconic tornado plane.
Time to do the barrel roll, Tails.
that's from a
Now
franchise.
let's head to Amy Rose's Animal Rescue Island.
Amy with her trusty hammer.
Hey Sonic,
Yes, Mr. Sky Voice.
if you're really so fast, try and beat me to the Green Hill Zone Loop Challenge. Yes, gotcha Sonic. Who's fast now? Now we can take our time admiring this nice loop-de-loop and nice ring bit.
Turn around.
Okay, that was done.
How did you get in
I
here?
told ya, I'm really, really, really fast.
Oh, dude, let's get into
I
freaking.
am really upset. Snubbed from the product reveal ad, am I, rodent? You'll regret this too, Lego Company.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, that's great.
Well done. Well done. Well done. I will say the voice was okay. Like at first it was fine, but then when he kept interrupting the narrator, it first was starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the ending saved it.
Yeah.
Um,
Hush! Sorry, the dogs are...
Yeah.
They're crazy.
all right, one more thing.
Nope.
I hope we do see something of Knuckles soon.
Yeah.
Are they gonna even do like a Chaos Emerald set with Knuckles?
That would make sense.
Oh yeah, and include Rouge the Bat.
Yeah.
Just throwing out ideas for you, Sega
Or
and
Blaze
Lego.
the cat.
That'd be nice, but I don't know if I want all that Sonic 06 stuff. It's still the game I just has always.
Yeah,
put
but she
aside.
showed up in Sonic Dash, so she's not Sonic 06.
Okay, fair enough. Just and then the character's
I've
fun.
done my research, Jordan.
Okay, good for you, good for you, good for you, and yeah.
And Silver the Hedgehog. No, I'm just kidding.
No, God. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to think about that. either.
Okay, so real quick,
Okay.
there is. No, this is gaming news. This is gaming news.
Okay.
They have been working on not Sega, but fans have been working on Project 06. It's a complete remake and retooling of Sonic 06, and it actually looks really good. And I've been watching a friend play it, and it is way better than the original 06. It's playable.
I believe you. I believe the Sonic fandom can do a much better job with the property than Sega themselves. Now, granted, I have yet to play Sonic Frontier. I will once again
Sonic
PS5.
Frontiers was pretty fun. It was
but
frustrating
it's just-
at times, but
But it's just like I'm just
your goodwill is burned.
yeah. And I as someone who has been around since the '90s and have seen and have loved Sonic, I have my faith in Sega has been burnt several times. So, by all means, fandom, do what you can. Make Sonic 06 work. I believe in you more than I do anybody in charge of Sega right now. Alright.
Monster Hunter now.
We're not sponsored by Coke. I'm just drinking.
So Capcom is partnering with Niantic to create Monster Hunter Now, which is basically just Pokemon Go, but with Monster Hunter. There are some differences. Like,
Yeah.
You can choose what weapons you use. There's strategy involved, unlike with Pokemon Go. So this is coming out in September on Android and iOS, and beta testing actually begins this month on the 25th.
Yeah.
This is another partnership that Niantic has done, including Pikmin Bloom and Harry Potter Wizards Unite,
Yeah.
which thankfully just died.
Good.
It was just like dead on all these games.
Another
have just been dead
Horcrux
on
of
the-
J.K. Rowling destroyed.
Fuck. But yeah, these are some screenshots from the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. I was just definitely
You
like.
give your thoughts while I go get a drink.
Oh no! It's definitely like this feels like it was coming for a long time because excuse me. While Monster Hunter is not, I don't think, on the level of Pokemon, it has been growing in popularity from ever since Monster Hunter World is when I first noticed like Monster Hunter really taking up and being much more noticeable. And there's by all means several cool looking monsters and dragons throughout the Monster Hunter history that I think they could easily do some fun little games or fun little are these like collectibles or just like you're just hunting them down and getting their
I think you
items?
collect them, and you get resources from them.
Okay, cool. It does make me worried though that
Buster's getting on my nerves.
yeah.
Anyway,
Well, we're gonna, again. Sorry, we're in a apartment complex, so there's gonna be noises. The walls are paper thin, and Buster is being a spoiled little baby.
he's anxious.
Yeah.
Buster, shush up, buddy.
So,
I'm gonna go let him out.
final thoughts on Monster Hunter. My one concern is that I obviously, like what happened in 2016, where certain Pokemon fans went way overboard and weren't very cautious about the road and of traffic safety. I am worried the same thing might happen again with die-hard Monster fans. Well, Monster Hunter fans who do not obey the traffic laws or do not at least have common courtesy and peripheral vision. You know, especially with like, you know, some of the missions in Monster Hunter that are all about like you hunting monsters and waving around weapons and everything.
Well, you hunt monsters in Monster Hunter.
Well, I know, but like I wouldn't want actual real people doing it while they're trying to, you know, like walk through traffic or something. You know,
Yeah,
I'll just bring up like what happened in 2016, where not every Pokemon fan, but certainly some people were ignoring.
Not even Pokemon fans, like people who just downloaded the game because their friends got it. Yeah, they were really stupid back then.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping the same thing doesn't happen again. Is what I was trying to say.
I get you.
Alright.
So, James Carter Cathcart?
James Carter Cathcart, I believe. But yes, the guy has been a prolific voice actor, and it has been a rather big part of my childhood. You know, dude has been in many different anime and animated projects. You know, obviously he's been both Professor Oak and Gary Oak, and he was James and Meowth of Team Rocket. He was one of my favorite like minor antagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh!, which was Weevil Underwood. He was like one of the first characters that was like, "Ooh, I'm secretly a psychic, and I can read all your weaknesses and everything," right? Or was that somebody else? That show had so many like secretly psychics, but not really characters. Sir Gallant of Kirby Right Back at Ya, and Vector the Crocodile, Sonic X,
and in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, the game. I'm trying to remember who Butchie was in One Piece, but like, I'll say like, while the 4Kids English dub of One Piece is
garbage.
It's not well received for plenty of good reasons. But I'm sure it wasn't entirely his or any of the voice actors' fault. Like they had to read the lines and say it the way 4Kids and like had to say. And funny enough, like apparently Toho Animation encouraged 4Kids to take out as much Japanese references as possible because they thought Americans and Westerners would not understand Japanese culture and stuff. So it is partially Toho's own fault for us getting lines like, "These donuts are incredible," while Brock is like munching on a clearly a rice bowl that looks nothing like a donut. No donut in the history of donuts has ever looked like that ever. You know. But
we just need to make a bunch of jelly donuts that look exactly like rice balls.
And then the prophecy will be fulfilled.
We make them and then we sell them at a convention.
Yeah.
Authentic Pokemon jelly donuts.
I mean, maybe somebody's already done that, but like, you know, I haven't heard them yet, so we could capitalize on that.
But yes, unfortunately, Mr. Cathcart is retiring at the age of 69. Nice, but not nice.
I was gonna say not nice.
Throat cancer.
Like, I know it's an easy joke to make, but like, no, I was not gonna do that for this.
Nice that he's still alive, but
that is
not
good.
Nice that he's got throat cancer.
It is wonderful that he has lived this long and he has provided so much
entertainment.
Yes, for all of us.
He has touched many people with his prolific voice acting. Voice acting is it's an art, it's a talent, and unfortunately with throat cancer, even without the treatments, it makes it hard.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's specifically targeting the throat. And
that's your muscle. That's your important
his
job.
Paintbrush.
Yeah.
So it's really a shame that he's having to retire. And I think I read that the treatment wasn't working, and that's why he's retiring.
Yeah.
So, thank you for all that you've done.
Yes.
And hopefully we won't have to talk about you in any of the Menu Hero Digest anytime soon.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, death does come for us all. All we could hope, though, is that it doesn't come for us right away, or we have enough time to enjoy life before it comes to us.
Yeah.
So, here's hoping to you, Mr. Cathcart, that you and your family enjoy life as best you can.
So, The Lord of the Rings is having a new game come out, and it has DLC.
But
what?
I was gonna say, like, it's gonna involve like you're gonna be paid to have the additional voices added to it, right?
Yeah. So, Daedalic Entertainment says that the reason they're doing paid voice DLC is because they had to hire and train professional voice actors to learn and speak. I didn't mean to put speed, my bad. Speak Sindarin. And keep in mind, this is part of. It's not like it's a separate piece of DLC. It's part of the Precious edition or whatever. So it comes with art, concept art,
Okay.
lore compendium, the voices, and the soundtrack. And it's $10. So, there have been worse
I will
paid
say,
DLCs.
I mean, it's more than just a horse in golden armor. So I at least say that you're at least giving a bit more bang for your buck.
And at least you can play the game without it. It's not required.
Yeah, so that's another good thing. And also, it's good that this thing wasn't already on the disc of the first. Well, the game hasn't come out yet, but
it hasn't come out yet, but it's not the worst paid DLC we've seen.
I'm saying all this because I have experienced the dark side of DLC. I have seen companies abuse that power to almost like frickin'
gouge.
I was gonna say Dickensian level of just greed and just all kinds of stuff. So okay, Dyadic Entertainment. This one at first seemed like you were doing some Dickensian greedy crap, but this right here, at least, and in a way it is, but at the very least, it's not required, and you're giving your fans, your customers, at least more than just extra layers, an extra audio track.
And at least I can somewhat get behind. We're doing it because we had to pay the voice actors extra.
That does help. That keeps me from being super mad at this.
Because it's like, at least we know the voice actors are getting paid, and for the extra work they had to put in, they got extra money. Of course, if it comes out that they didn't,
we'll have a whole other story to bring up there, and you will face fires to which Mordor itself will not comprehend.
But yeah, so the elves in the base game, and this is a statement from Daedalic Entertainment, the elves in the base game will speak in their tongue from time to time. On top of that, the Sindarin VO expansion adds additional... excuse me,
right.
sorry. Adds additional lines to some of the characters in the background. While traversing through Mirkwood and other parts of Middle-earth, you will be able to listen to various dialogues between elves. These dialogues will add to the atmosphere and world building, and with these voiceovers, the dialogues will be held in Sindarin. So the lines are there. It's just, in this DLC, they're in the fictional Elvish language.
Yeah. I can really see, maybe perhaps, just think about other fantasy games where this side won't just have all the characters speaking English all at once. We'll include, the special languages for all the different, races and classes and everything. obviously in Legend of Zelda games, they did elaborate, at least a couple of them, that Hyrule is its own language.
Yeah.
And
that's what they're speaking when you listen to people.
Yeah, and it's like, I think I would be interested if, at the very least, they did offer that kind of DLC for that. Again, so long as the voice actors get paid to speak a whole different language.
Yeah, and I mean that's only a recent thing with Zelda. I say recent; it was 2017, but like relatively recent for Zelda, because only one game that is mainline and canon has voice acting. We don't count the CDI games.
Yeah, well, and my first thought was Wind Waker when that one did establish. Like,
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, the different
Deku
Tree, Hooktail. Yeah, those all speak Hylian or ancient Hylian, and it would have been interesting if we could actually, if there was voice acting in that game, and we could have heard what that language would have sounded like. So, so I don't a paid DLC to hear these beings, these cultures speaking their language in this fantasy world is not a bad idea.
No.
So long as the voice actors are getting paid.
Yeah.
So we can at least agree on that.
We can fight the cost of it as long as the artists behind it are getting paid.
Yeah, and again, it's not necessary.
Don't want to be lining the pockets of CEOs for no reason, you know? Speaking of CEOs... Yeah. Indies. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I mean.
Well, you know, indie developers tend to get away from that CEO culture. That whole we answer to a huge studio.
Yeah. This one.
Although it's interesting what some people consider indie.
Well, at least with this, it's like these studios are allowed to create their own thing, and just Nintendo's the distributor.
Yeah.
And speaking as someone who has, again, been around the 90s, if I haven't mentioned it 1,000 times already, the fact that Nintendo is these last couple of years been more embracing, more teen and mature rated
and
games.
more third party.
Yeah, they're more willing to go that extra length. It's good to see. Yeah, it's cool.
Because even in the GameCube era, which I was tail end of because I was about that age. Yeah. They still weren't playing too nice with third parties. It wasn't really until the Switch when the floodgates opened. The Wii was more open to third parties, but it was also more susceptible to shovelware.
Yeah.
And then the Wii U, they kind of pulled back. Nobody really wanted to do anything on it because it was a failure. But yeah, so we're going to watch the whole indie showcase, y'all.
All right. Oh, cool.
Molecules.
They're the building blocks of life.
Hello,
Don't ever
everyone.
drink Coke with
Welcome to Indie
while
World.
doing a ditty.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Andrew. We're excited to share some upcoming indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Let's get this show on the road.
All right.
To go.
All right, Kat, we're starting off good.
Many years ago, at the top of Mount Fugu, the cat god Nico appeared from a sakura flower floating in a nearby river.
Okay.
Nico would visit the farms in our village, granting each one good fortune and prosperity in turn. But some in the village became impatient for their own blessings, and in a fit of jealousy, they drove Nico away.
What?
Banishing him from the land.
Why would you do that?
Many years passed, and our village worked hard to create our own success. The story of Nico.
Yeah.
Yet there are some
dang it,
who
there was a
still
game that had
believe
art
in
style
the
like
power
this.
of magic and myth.
Welcome to Mineko's Night Market. Long ago, the villagers at the base of Mount Fugu worshipped the mythical sun cat Nico. However, recent sightings reveal this myth may no longer be a legend.
As the adorable Mineko in this narrative adventure sim, we'll do various jobs, befriend the townsfolk, and craft all sorts of doodads in preparation for the weekly night market. And wow, this market is bustling!
There's a ton of things
Why
to
did
do
I
here,
expect
like
say this
joining
market is
parades,
busted.
entering cat races, and
Because
performing
we've
on
been
stage.
poisoned by the
Did
internet.
we mention cat races?
Nearly everything you find on the island can be sold at the market. Now that's one happy customer.
And if you're just itching to explore, the island's got lots of secrets to uncover and puzzles to solve.
Okay.
But be careful, you might encounter some meddlesome agents along the way.
Stop by Mineko's Night Market, setting up shop on Nintendo
This game
Switch
is like-
September 26th.
Bustling or
大
overflowing
家
with
好，我是时光系列的导演
Riz
其实，
大家好，我是无
Okay.
公司创意。
我
Okay.
们来自重庆帕
I
皮
was
亚
gonna say it's
Am I
kind
cool
of
超市
kids?
镇时光继承了波西亚时光的世界观，
the
这
internet
是我们将带大家走入
poisons
一
your
个神秘
mind.
的沙漠城市。
这是我们时光系列第2款产品，我们在这个游戏里面带来更深刻的故
Sequel to
事
something?，
更
Yeah.
有
Okay.
趣的
Well,
人物和
so I
更
think
丰富的
we might
玩
have
法。
moved on to
同
another
时，我
game.
们也
Okay,
不断
okay,
的
sorry,
扩展这个世界的世
I
界
thought
观
we。were talking
在
about.
开发过程中，我们实地考察了中国西北的戈壁沙漠，那里的环
Yeah, I
境
thought
和
we
当
had
地
been
制
talking
沙
about
人
the
的
night
先进理
market, but I
念，
think
激
it's
发了我们的
changed.
创作
Okay.
热情。
Okay.
So I
我
was
们希望
confused
你
too.
能和我们一起来度过这个沙漠时光，谢谢。
Love adventure, role-playing, and simulation games? This sequel to My Time at Portia has it all. Through a captivating
She has it
story,
all.
rife with dozens
She's
of
tall,
characters and side quests,
tan,
you're tasked with restoring this post-apocalyptic desert community to its former glory.
Equipped with your trusty tools, you'll gather resources to
Fortnite.
assemble machines
I was
and
gonna say there
transform
was
a
a
derelict
couple
workshop into a
mobile games that
finely
had
tuned
mechanics
facility.
like this, so
Lots of customization options are also in your toolbox, from
trying to
crafting
judge immediately,
items
but,
to building and decorating your home however you'd like. But there's more to Sandrock than just building.
Why not venture into ancient ruins and scavenge for relics? Or say hi to the locals and make some friends? Unfortunately, this town's kind of popular with the monsters, so take them down in melee combat.
those
My time
dog
at Sandrock
penguins.
Yeah,
launches on
husky,
Nintendo Switch
well,
this
husquins,
summer.
if you will.
God. All right.
Roguelike.
roguelike
game
what?
management game. What?
Okay, that description is already like. It's the same development team as Gang Beasts. That's my first thought. Okay. Yuckscast.
Ever dreamed of
That
having your
YouTube
very
channel,
own
or the
restaurant?
various YouTube
well, now
channels,
you
Yuckscast?
can in the
I
roguelike
don't know.
management
Let me
sim
look it up.
played
That
out.
that sounds
Create,
so familiar.
decorate, and automate the restaurant of your dreams. Place and arrange appliances however you'd like, but be strategic about it, because you're going to have your hands full. Lots of hungry customers will be clamoring for meals at lightning-fast speeds. Fortunately, you don't
I could
have
see
to
this
undertake
being
this
a
gastronomic
sleeper
journey
hit.
alone.
Up to 4
Because cooking
chefs
games
can play
do
together
pretty well, and a
They
game that's
do.
all about
online
trying to be a
help run this
make a
culinary
restaurant or trying
empire.
to build your own
Manage both the
restaurant
kitchen
could do
and
pretty
front
well.
of house to keep your customers happy. At the end of every randomly generated shift, you can
But for some
acquire
reason, the models
new
remind me of the
high-tech
Gang
appliances
Beasts
like
character,
Yeah.
so I keep thinking they're gonna
to
flop
upgrade your
around their
kitchen
arms and
make your
everything.
next restaurant venture even more successful.
I don't know.
Serve up some deliciousness when Played Up launches on Nintendo Switch this
Alright.
October.
I think it might be the. Yeah, it's the same.
Cześć,
Okay,
jestem Marek.
alright.
A ja Monika. Quilts and Cats of Calico to gra, która powstała z naszej miłości do gier planszowych i kotów.
Kiedy wyobrażam sobie idealne
Quilts and
miejsce do
cats.
odpoczynku, widzę ciepły koc i mojego mruczącego kota Darwina. Mogę wtedy zrelaksować się przy ulubionej książce.
Także dla mnie koty są synonimem przytulności i ciepła. Te uczucia chcieliśmy wyrazić w naszej adaptacji gry
Excuse me,
planszowej
sorry, guys.
Calico.
Mamy nadzieję, że poczujecie je tak samo jak my.
Miłego oglądania.
Looking for the perfect board game night? Check out Quilts and Cats of Calico. Adapted from the real-life tabletop game Calico, you'll make a quilt from patterned pieces of fabric.
Place pieces on the board, sew buttons to
Now I
start
feel bad for not
quilts,
finishing
and
Stray.
attract adorable cats.
I got PS5.
Can you get a PS5?
I'll finish the
Each
game.
cat
I
has a
swear.
preferred
I
pattern, so
promise.
stitch in style to become a master quilt maker.
Get
Gay.
cozy with up to 3 friends in local and online multiplayer. Join ranked
This is so
matches
cute.
against random players.
Yeah.
Or try your hand at weekly challenges. You can also take some time to customize your cats and give them a positively great look.
Cuddle up with Quilts and Cats of Calico, launching on the Nintendo Switch system this fall.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh, my brain went to
No.
old Guitar Hero stuff.
It's a spin-off of Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, bruh. Some of that was like Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah. Was this musical Punch-Out?
Rift of the Necrodancer.
Alright, that one actually looks pretty fun.
I love the Necrodancer series.
Wow, this game has some
I swear,
sick
but that
beats.
is so much
I
like a
can tell.
Punch-Out
You've
mechanic.
been bobbing your
Yeah,
head
I
for a
get you.
while. In this spin-off of Crypt of the Necrodancer, you've still got to move to the rhythm, but it's got a new musical twist of lane-based combat.
Monsters will come flying at you, so match the on-screen prompts to kick them to the curb. Each one has a different movement pattern, and some take multiple hits to defeat. Oh, and let's not forget boss battles. That'll really get you grooving.
And if you need a break from the baddies, there's a special minigame to play for each of the 5 character storylines.
Make a friend design.
Keep the beat alive when Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Alright. Nice.
Next up, we've got some DLC news to share for games we previously featured in Indie World.
Okay.
Silk Song.
More puzzles await in the Cupboards and Drawers DLC for a little to the left. Get tidying across 25 new puzzles as you explore a world of small spaces, secret compartments, and surprising stuff stuffed into every drawer.
This game
Charming
looks
new
satisfying.
illustrations and scenarios are also included in this paid DLC.
Oh my God, this game
launching on
looks
Nintendo
satisfying.
Switch this June.
Dig into more roguelite puzzle action with the Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon
I
Puzzle
wanted to get into this game so
Venture
bad.
forth as 2 newly playable characters.
I mean, it looks like a
Test your
fun,
puzzle
like
prowess with
almost Dr.
laundry
Mario-esque
challenges,
game.
and make your way through the perplexing halls.
There's
of
other puzzle
Castle
games that are
Quandary.
like this
You can
that are
also
not
pay
that are not
Mr.
Dr.
Hat
Mario,
visit
but that's
for
my
over 20
first
in-game hats to
great
modify
thought.
runs, or pick up some nifty new relics in
I love
Tipster's shop.
Shovel Knight.
This
Oh,
free
me too, man. That
DLC
game's
shovels
great.
its way onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
Ooh, more Cult of Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb.
Alright.
Expand your flock in the Relics of the Old Faith update for Cult of the Lamb. Dozens of new items, relics, and enemies are scattered across remixed dungeons, guarded by the new versions of the 4 Guardian Bishops. Take your spoils back to the cult with new buildings to construct and followers to recruit, plus a new unlockable quest. And after beating the game, keep the faith going with the new Permadeath, Gauntlet, and Boss Rush modes. This free update launches on Nintendo Switch April 24th.
Yeah. Hello, I am Funny Man Video Game Donkey from Big Mode Publishing.
I thought it was like Donkey from like his YouTube channel thing or Donkey.
Hello, I'm Billy Basso, the developer of Animal Well. I've been working on Animal Well for over 5 years at this point, all alone, making everything that goes into the game, including the engine. I was trying to give people the experience of finding something new in a place they've already been before. Pretty much somewhere
just feel
that's
like
filled
us
with
as game
puzzles that you would want to
designers.
keep coming back to over and over again. I hope you enjoy Animal Well when it comes out on Nintendo Switch. Thank you.
This is just what Shining Kitten Games is going to be like.
Well, well, well.
I believe you,
Sounds
dude.
like you're ready for Animal Well. In this atmospheric, pixelated world, you'll search for treasures as you gradually uncover a dense environment. Where you go is entirely up to you.
Perfect. So I shouldn't need to worry about anything dangerous, right?
Yeah, about that. You're not alone in this labyrinth. Many interesting creatures live here, but some might be hostile, so stay alert. Any items you've picked up can be used in a number of ways, like making a quick getaway or having friendly creatures help you out in a pinch. And speaking of items, there's a lot to uncover here. So get crafty with your items and see what you find.
I'll be well prepared then. Summon your courage and curiosity for Animal Well, launching on Nintendo Switch early next year.
himself.
Guess what? It's Crime O'Clock.
That's a good title.
My watch says otherwise.
I meant the puzzle exploration game. Anyway, there's no time to waste. You've got over 40 cases to solve across time and space.
But where, or I guess when, do I even begin?
Elementary, my dear Andrew. Look at your map. There are lots of eras to visit. From the Lost Age to a cybernetic future. In each era, you'll see how crime scenes develop for different time ticks.
Wait a second. Could I do something in one era and change events in another?
Exactly! By traveling through time, meeting characters, and resolving each case, the map will change and more adventures will be unlocked.
Sounds like a timeless experience. Set your alarms to Crime O'Clock when it launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Interesting.
It does.
Hello, I'm Peter, project lead at Rain Games. I'm Ola, the art director.
And I'm Marion, co-producer.
For the last 10 years, we created a variety of different games, expanding the Tassograd universe. Now we are returning to our roots for a sequel.
These titles are not only a celebration of the original game, but also Scandinavian nature and folklore, the origin of so much of our game's visual identity.
We hope you'll find as much wonder as we have in this universe and join our homecoming. We see you at the top of the tower.
Tusen tack!
Whoa! Electric powers! Shocking, am I right?
Close. In Teslagrad 2, you'll harness electromagnetic powers to solve physics-based puzzles. Move seamlessly through Scandinavian-inspired environments,
Oh, that background's
accompanied by an orchestral soundtrack influenced by Nordic folk tunes.
But this land holds many dangers. As
It's not about characters having electric powers.
Master the
There's
art
always
of
there's potential to be
Teslamancy
something real
and
cool.
defeat them to discover additional areas to explore.
Plus, you can play a remastered version of the first Teslagrad game, which adds enhanced visuals and 10 extra challenge levels.
Both Teslagrad 2 and Teslagrad Remastered bolt onto the Nintendo Switch system later today. You can get the game separately or bundled together in the Teslagrad Power Pack Edition.
Damn.
I loved West of Loathing. Mobsters.
Monsters. I mean,
it's just the West of Loathing was just a fun game.
All right.
And this is gonna be great. It's my kind of game, my kind of humor.
Oh yeah. It looks like it was originally a Newgrounds game, but given a much bigger budget.
Shadows over Loathing. So it was originally based off of a
Mobsters, monsters, and mysteries?
RPG.
Oh,
Sounds like cat's pajamas. Sign me up.
Okay. Set in the 1920s within the West of Loathing universe, Shadows over Loathing is a slapstick RPG full of silliness and stick figures. Your Uncle Murray asks you to help run his antique shop in Ocean City, but he's nowhere to be found. While searching for him, you'll encounter a sinister plot that could spell the end of the world.
Venture through a sprawling black and white world filled with talking frogs, sentient math, and eldritch horrors. There's also a ton of roles to play. March to the beat of your own nefarious schemes as a jazz agent, or hold the curds of the cosmos in your hands as a cheese wizard.
The digital version of Shadows over Loathing launches on Nintendo Switch later today. The physical version of the game will launch this fall.
Hola, somos parte del equipo de The Game Kitchen, creadores de Blasphemous y de la...
Oh, I love The Last Door.
Alright.
The series is really good.
Y yo Raquel Alcázar, productora junior. Blasphemous es un juego muy querido por la comunidad, y desarrollar una secuela nos da la ocasión de volver a trabajar en su mundo y enriquecerlo aún más.
En esta segunda parte hemos tenido la oportunidad de plasmar tanto nuevas ideas de diseño como nuevos caminos artísticos y narrativos.
Os invitamos a echar un primer vistazo a Blasphemous 2. Esperamos que os guste.
The Penitent One has returned. In this sequel to Blasphemous, you'll undertake a pilgrimage through a land ravaged by a foul curse known as the Miracle.
Hack and slash your way through legions of bloodthirsty foes and treacherous traps in this brutal action platformer. Choose from 3 newly added weapons, each one deadly in their own way.
Wield the War Censer for slow but powerful flaming strikes. The Rapier and Dagger to attack with lightning-fast precision.
So good.
And the Praying Blade for vicious and versatile
They are always
combos.
really good with
By
pixel art.
unlocking
I
weapon
mean,
memories,
yeah,
you'll learn
I'm
more
so glad that
moves
you got
that'll
pixel
help
art
you
still
survive the
thriving, and
dangers
also
lying
that
ahead.
Metroidvanias are
Penitence
still
awaits in
beloved, and there's
Blasphemous
still
2,
at least
flashing onto
indie
Nintendo
groups
Switch
are
this summer.
making their own versions of these kind of games.
Riley? Riley, are you there? Riley, come in.
This is Oxenfree too.
Can you hear me?
Jacob, 4 hours ago, a cult opened
Oh yeah, I remember the original
above
one.
Edwards Island.
Riley, yes. But
that was pretty good.
Are we really the ones to do something about it?
Have you seen anyone else around? We've been all over. We've seen different timelines, gone back to the past. We're alone. There is no one else.
Riley, seriously, Riley!
I guess I should play the first one eventually.
Oh, the first one's
I
real
have
good,
it, I
really
just-
good, real good. I just didn't even know they were ever going to make a sequel to it.
Riley returns to her hometown of Kamina to research strange electromagnetic
Oh yeah, that's right. Netflix
waves.
are doing their own game
But
studio.
what she discovers is more than what she
Yeah.
bargained for.
I'm sure they got to do whatever they.
I think you can play Oxenfree on
You'll tap
on
into the
Netflix.
town's ghostly
That
signals
sounds
and
weird.
unsettling
It
skies.
does,
It is,
doesn't it?
Tune the radio to communicate.
But I get it.
with
They're
supernatural
losing a
beings,
lot of money, so they
manipulate the
got
world around you,
think of
and
other
watch
ways to
out for a
make
shadowy
money.
cult
So
attempting to
I'm
open
guessing
their own
their own
reality
game
altering
studio
portal.
While
makes some bit of
exploring
sense.
this beautiful yet treacherous town, use the new walkie-talkie conversation system to connect with local contacts. Some of them may have valuable info that can give you more insight into Kamina's mysteries.
Your choices will have an impact on Riley's development, relationships, and the story. Will you forge deep friendships? Turn a blind eye to those in need? It's all up to you.
Tune in to Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, airing on Nintendo Switch July 12th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
right.
eShop.
Oh, excuse me.
Thanks for staying with us so far. Before we go, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
Yes.
Mario.
Oh, wow, this is interesting. Ooh. Just looking for that.
Little Kitty, Big City. Oh my god. Instant classic.
The prequel to Stray. Sorry, I had to do it. Alright. This definitely feels like a Newgrounds game.
Rotato.
Of course.
Everyone's favorite wife. Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed everything shown in today's showcase.
A huge thank you to the indie community and indie partners working on games for the Nintendo Switch system. And as always, thank you for watching.
Follow our official Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World. Until next time, happy gaming!
Alright, that was delightful.
It was. Kind of sad we didn't watch it earlier, but it did. It did come out this Wednesday, so.
Okay, so definitely the most well, actually, I'd say this and the other showcase I was about to talk about in another video. Very recent.
Yeah, they only came out like this past week.
Yeah.
Oh, the keyboard's off. I'm like, why isn't the keyboard working?
I was say was that the last one or?
That was the last story.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the episode of Menu Heroes Digest.
We always appreciate you watching.
Yep. I know we've been saying we're trying to get some new content or getting some new videos made, but at least there will be one extra one coming out very soon after this one.
Right now, the goal is just to do the digests. I don't know when we're going to get back to making gaming videos. Eventually. It's just a matter of life settling down, but it never will.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like I'm constantly like trying to keep up with things in my house and try to keep up with bills and everything, and that like getting my own recording stuff and getting stuff set up is not easy.
Yeah, it can be hard.
Yeah. And,
but yeah, so until next time, stay cool.
all right, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm off. Just give me one off this week, okay? I swear. Something